going on, guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Anthem video, and in this one I want to give you guys a quick rundown on what you need to do in order to get your Legion of Dawn legendary gear. There's of course the cosmetic armor pieces, the Legion of Dawn sets, which look really cool, plus there are two legendary items, a legendary weapon and a legendary gear piece for specifically the Ranger. However, you can't get these at the very beginning of the game. There's a couple of things you need to do first. So in this video, I'm going to go over exactly what you need to know. So if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions. If you guys haven't entered our giveaway for a custom built PC in partnership with the guys over at Box UK, then be sure to click that link in the description box down below. Now, to begin with, what you need to do is, of course, start the game, work through the introductory segment, and you'll then be presented with your very first mission, which is the Lost Arcanist. I'm sure you guys have seen gameplay from that for quite some time now. You complete that mission, and then when you return to Fort Tarsis, you'll speak to a chap named Prospero. He will then send you into free play. This is basically how you unlock free play. The mission is called Lighting a Fire, and then when you're in free play, you have to collect 3 ember pieces. You can get these from basically any harvesting point, plants, mining ores, anything like that. Walk around, find something that you can harvest, and then a lot of the time when you harvest these, a green ember will drop out. It doesn't drop out every single time, but they're pretty common, so go around, get 3 of these, and then once you've got those, you've completed the mission. You can then end free play, you can return to Prospero, and at this point, you've then unlocked the cosmetic store. This is of course where you can go to spend your gold in-game, the currency you've earned, to go and get the cosmetic armor pieces, some paint jobs, some emotes, that sort of stuff. But relevant to this video, it's also where you go to get your Legion of Dawn gear. When you load up the cosmetic store, the first thing you'll see is of course the featured page. You then have a crafting section, and you then have the option for rewards. If you tab over to rewards, this is where you'll find all that stuff. Plus, for those of you guys that participated in the demos, you'll also get your decals here, but more specifically, you have the Legion of Dawn armor sets and of course the gear pieces. Now, the weapon itself is pretty cool. It's called Light of the Legion. It looks really cool. It's power level 18. Now, keep in mind, while yes, this is a legendary item, which in the grand scheme of things is the highest tier of rarity, it is only really going to be valuable till around level 9 or so. So it's kind of like something you can use early game to sort of boost your power, use something cool, but this is by no means an end game weapon. But what's of course interesting is that anytime you get a masterwork or a legendary, not only do they have the base stats, they also have an intrinsic perk. And in the case of Light of Legion, that is that emptying the magazine recharges your shield. So when you see this in action, basically what happens is when you empty the magazine, your shield will jump, and it will basically kickstart your shield recharge rate. So it doesn't completely replenish the whole thing, but what it does is basically push it up a chunk and then makes it so you can start recharging. So it's a pretty cool weapon. Of course, it's a marksman rifle, so it's single fire, so it's good from extended ranges. It's quite a nice weapon, just, you know, all up. And bear in mind that if you do have it on, it's going to boost your power level a little bit. So that'll be quite useful for kind of getting loot moving forward. However, outside of that, there is also an item for the Ranger. This is exclusive to the Ranger. There is not a gear piece for Colossus, Interceptor or Storm. It is just for the Ranger. But the item you have is called Fist of the Mountain, and it is a legendary assault launcher. The kind of default functionality for it is the Pulse Blast, where you can use this to create combos, but on top of that, when you hit an enemy, it has a 25% chance to detonate a large force explosion. So when you're basically firing this out, sometimes your Pulse Blast will kind of dish out this additional, like, larger explosion, which can kind of hit things nearby. So it's quite useful. I mean, bear in mind, you typically use this to detonate combos anyway, but if things are grouped up, you can kind of get some benefit out of it. So same principle again as the weapon. It's useful for the first few parts of the game, but beyond that point, you're not really going to be using it too much. But either way, that is everything you need to know. That's what the Legion of Dawn legendary gear pieces are. That's what the weapon is. That's what the gear piece is. And that's, of course, how you go to get your cosmetic items. You can, of course, go into the Appearance tab. You can then go to equip it. You can color it. And you can then rock that sweet Legion of Dawn gear. Anyway, that's it for the time being. Just a super quick video for those of you guys wondering how and where to find this. That's what you need to know. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out some more awesome stuff from us here at Arekkz Gaming, then you should definitely try to catch TwoSixNine and Paradise Central streaming 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. They play a wide range of games, and what's more, we also have the end game store. By watching their streams, you earn currency, and you can redeem that currency on the endgame store for really cool prizes. Those can range from things like games, comics, and figures, all the way up to controllers, capture cards, and even consoles. So definitely drop by and become part of the community. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you're subscribed and be sure to click on that little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next upload. You can watch more videos by clicking on the options here, but once again, thanks very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.